Guys, thanks for tuning in to another video. We have the GTR with us today, and what we're doing is I've taken the gel plate off that I normally have at the front, and we are going for a sticker plate on the side. I'm moving a bit towards the Jap Fest style. No, I'm only kidding. Going for the sticker style because I just want to change it up a little bit, and the gel plate is sticking as well to the front grille. So we've gone for the sticker plate. Got to get it made by the plate doctor. That's why we're here. We're in his garage. Let's see what it looks like with the plate on. Hopefully it's going to look pretty special. In terms of size, I'm going to actually measure the area up. That's why I'm obviously putting this video up today, just to show you how the measurement process goes down, how we make the plate. It's going to be a full vinyl plate, so there isn't going to be any gel on it. It's literally going to stick on. The best thing is there's a small chip in that area, which I'll show you in a second, that I want to cover using the sticker. So let's get on with it. Here's the front corner that we're hoping to put the plate on, because if you have a look here, it just looks so much more aggressive without a front plate on. Now, in terms of a legality aspect on the vehicle, now I can't comment on plates because I don't want to sort of kick anything off on this YouTube channel. However, obviously the plate that I'm going to use now is fully legal. So I should say, I'm only joking, it's not legal. It's purely for show purpose because I'm going to be attending quite a few shows, so that's the main reason as to why I'm going to be sticking it here. So ideally I'm looking for this little square section here and get it made up so it looks like a proper plate, and at the same time I can maintain this nice flush front grille. Yeah, so let's see how we get it down. Now, in terms of measurement, what I'm thinking is we've got a little small groove that comes across the front bumper here. So if we measure from there to about there, and then sort of halfway down, and then we can just get like a little small section made up, and then we can get the plate put on there. Hopefully it doesn't look stupid, that's the main thing. But I think it's going to look pretty cool. Now, the plate doctor says it's up to you. Let me warn you, when he says it's up to you, he's basically saying it's either going to look good or bad. Ideally you want his input, because the man's been making plates for years, best in the business. He won't say that because he's too humble for that kind of business, but personally I think he's the best in the business. And yeah, make sure you use the link in the bio if you want to order plates. Check his Instagram page out, it's signature.co.uk. The link will pop up on the screen now. I'm not going to make the sound effect because that's going to come on. Yeah, and get ordering your plates. This geezer makes, as we said, in accordance with the previous episode, he makes everything custom. So you can have a sticker, you can have whatever the hell you want, and he'll obviously make it for you. There he is, shaking a can. Look at what he's made there. This is what we mean by fully custom. None of that full size malarkey.
It's the size of my thumb. See that?
Anyway, his deception tricks are pretty lame. But obviously finishing off on that, we're going to start making the plate, and then yeah, we'll get it stuck on, and yeah, stay tuned guys. Measured up the dimensions. We've got 30 centimeters by 8. And I'll show you what it looks like on the computer.
What are you doing, 30 by 8?
Yep. 30 centimeters by 8.
30 by 8, yeah.
There we have it on the computer. So here we're basically creating the template in vector form so we can get it to print out on the machine. All the sizes have to be accurate, so you need to make sure that everything's snapped to the right size, and obviously because it's custom you can basically adjust what you want where. Now I use that 11 and attempt to turn it into a H, so he's just sorting that out for me. The best thing about this plate guys is my dad doesn't actually know that we're putting this on, so I want to see what his reaction is, and I'll make sure I film it so you guys can see what he thinks of this plate, because it's a bit Marmite, to be honest with you. Some people love it, some people hate it. Personally I love it, because it allows you to maintain the front end, and to an extent at least your argument towards the police, if they do stop you, is say, well mate, I've got a plate, the guy that made it told me it was legal, and you just don't tell him who made it, you've done. So guys, now that we've obviously cut the plate out, what we need to do is remove the parts that we don't want on the van. I'll show you what I mean by that. As you can see, carefully picking off the excess parts, because obviously you don't want to stick the whole thing down. You obviously want the direct plate stuck down. So what we're using here is, I'd call it, what do we call that tool, guys?
Weeding tool.
A weeding tool to pull out the excess parts of vinyl. And then he's like, oh, make sure you don't tell Hash about this. So guys, the plate's ready to be stuck on. However, we need to wipe the area with some of this alcohol rub in order to allow the plate to adhere appropriately. Let's get some of this alcohol rub. On that tissue, got that tissue. The reason I'm using the tissue is because it's disposable, guys. Okay, and the aim is to cover these two marks up. If you can see, 1, 2. Perfect. In the meantime, we've got this plate going down. Look at that. Custom made bow seat. So what are you actually spraying this area with now?
It's just a bit of soapy water.
Okay, a bit of soapy water. That's just gonna make the adhesion process just a little bit easier.
Because this is so sticky. Once it's stuck, it's stuck. So we want to put a bit of soapy water from a spray bottle. Whack it on. This means now we can move it around as much as we want until we're happy.
Beautiful.
So you tell me where you want it.
Thinking looks about right there. What do you think? That looks good?
Right there, yeah?
Yep.
So now you just got to squeeze the water out.
And then it begins to stick down.
As the water gets squeezed out, it becomes stickier and stickier and stickier.
And the beauty of it is you can follow through the curve of the car, can't you?
Yeah.
So as you can see, that is
It's
not a straight piece.
It's a bit like laying, you know, like what's that?
Say paint protection film
Yeah,
or vinyl?
paint protection film.
Paint protection film.
You got to use a lot of water with paint protection film as well.
And then as you squeeze the water out,
It starts sticking.
look at that.
This has got a layer of protective film on it. Once we're happy and it's stuck, then we're just going to peel this layer off.
So he isn't scratching the plate with the squeegee, just in case you guys think we're scratching the plate or damaging it.
Yeah, there's a layer, there's a protection layer. If you don't use water, what happens is, and you try and stick it, you might get it right, but the only thing is there'll be loads of bubbles. Okay. There'll be bubbles everywhere. But by using the water, it allows the bubbles to escape because this reflective material hasn't got air release.
Okay. You heard it, guys. That's the pro telling us just how to properly fit this plate. If you don't have the experience, you can definitely give it a go. But as you said, it's best to have the soapy water because that makes the adhesion process a lot easier. There we have it. What do you think? Look at that, beautiful. Front end looks beastie. So guys, thanks for tuning in to another video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button because we've got plenty more content coming on the GTR. Today's video, as I said, just to sum up, we've got sticker plate made, we've put it on, let's see how it goes. We'll see if we get any action from the law enforcement side of things. Hopefully we shouldn't do. It's looking good, but let's see how it looks over a couple of weeks, because sometimes it can look so good at the time you fit it, and then after a period you might think not too happy with it. So as we said, let's see how it is, and then yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and make sure you hit the subscribe button.